Hello, and this is the first and possibly second update from Miss Herbie Bugs and more, Miss Herbie Bugs and more, and the Witchia crew. Hang on, I'll be with you just in 1 minute. 1 minute, actually 10 seconds. 10 7 maybe. Oh, hang on, just 1 sec. I forgot. I need to show you some herbs. I need to show you something. Just wait there, wait 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi again. My thoughts go all over the place, you see. And anyway, never mind that. Chia, hemp, flax, sesame, raspberry and blueberry. The Witchia crew. That's the Witchia crew. There's a crew of chia and things in there. So wit chia, see? Anyway, never mind that again. I will say never mind that quite a lot, so bear with me. I know it might be irritating, but I've far too many things to think about as to be concerned about whether I'm irritating or not. This is my barley water. I've just boiled that up, so I'm just gonna stick that in a cup. How did I make barley water? How do you make barley water? Why would you bother making barley water, you might say? You might be thinking, I don't know if you give a monkeys about this. This is a channel, my new channel, to just impart cooking, making tips with a little bit of occasional yoga and meditation in my kitchen. So I'm being a little bit of a kitchen Buddha. Anyway, what am I doing? I don't know. So I've got my barley water. I wanted to show you 3 things today. I wanted to show you my lemon cake, my barley water, and rabbit on about my quiche a little bit. And then if anyone would like to engage, then I can show you exactly maybe how I made my quiche, or give you the recipe. I could also maybe, well, if you saw the video yesterday, I do have proof. I do have proof that this is the lemon cake. It actually came out all right. I've not quite finished it because I need to ice that today. I ate some last night and it tasted all right, but I thought I forgot to put the blooming icing on. I was so excited. Did you see the mush? Did you see the mush? The mush that I made with my hands. So if you're following this channel, you might have seen the mush cake. I once told a poor child off at the college I used to work at for a bit, because she said, shut your mush, miss. She said, and I said, nobody tells me to shut my mush. I said, everyone deserves kindness. And she was very upset by when I said that. And she stormed out the room and then told this other lad to go back where he came from as well anyway. So I didn't think that was very nice. So I've still not shut my mush, but I'm sorry I offended the poor child when I said nobody tells me to shut my mush. But I quite like the word mush, so if she ever comes across this channel, yeah, thanks for introducing me to that word. I've never even heard it. Mush is such a good word. Anyway, can like cover so many different things, not just your gob. So yeah, throwback to Camborne College. Hi everyone I used to work with there. So anyway, there's my barley water. Why do we have barley water? Anyway, how does it all tie in? I don't know. I've made some barley water. Why? Because yesterday, over here, I'm going to uncover this. Hang on. Would you like to discover this with me? I ate some of this as well because it turned out all right. Look, there's my quiche. My quiche. So what you do when you make quiche, top tip, before I get onto the lemon cake and the barley water, is you make the pastry, and I made it with, if you're a bit sort of gluten intolerant, basically what you do is, I'm not completely gluten intolerant. I don't think it's the gluten. I think it's the glyphosate, which is the pesticide stuff that Monsanto and Bayer have invented that doesn't break down in the soil, and we're all wondering why loads of people have, you know, got really bad chronic diseases to do with the gut. Also, you know, cancers of, you know, there's lots of different theories as to why cancers are on the rise. But when I did soil science back in 1995 to 1999, and I did my degree in landscape management, they did start talking about the effects of what they thought glyphosate would have on the general population then. So, you know, adverse effects on the gut, cancers, even the yeast in modern day bread. So, for example, if you Google glyphosate in food and the effects online, you might see that, or find out that many loaves of bread have 300 times the amount of glyphosate, levels of glyphosate in. And that's all leading supermarket brands mainly. Some have less, some brands have less, some brands have more. I'm not going to go on about that. All I'm going to say is try and reduce your refined wheat intake. So what I've done is I've bought a big bag of buckwheat flour. I'm still using the Lidl flour, but I'm mixing it with a bit of buckwheat flour. I went to see a nutritionist over here in Penryn, and she said at the conference festival thing she was at, to the audience she was speaking to then, that if you blend your ingredients with higher level or higher vibration foods that are pure or purer, then you can mitigate a lot of the damaging effects of the lower vibration, more toxic foods that we have to ingest. You know, we don't have a choice, do we? Everything's polluted by plastic, pesticides, heavy metals, pharmaceuticals in water, you name it. They can't test for pharmaceuticals and drugs and all kinds of different chemicals in the water. The water companies don't do that. They just add more chemicals. So it's like, well, no wonder we're all like feeling, whoa. So anyway, I'm going to talk about gut enzymes before the barley water. I take a gut enzyme which is meant to replace, and this is not a selling point, by the way. This is something to do with modern farming methods as well. So since the advent of the industrial farming, what that has done with the modern bread and wheats and sliced bread and all the rest of it for the past 50 years is create a generation where we've got so much, so little beneficial bacteria in our gut. I think it's called gamma-lase. So gamma-lase is the main gut enzyme that helps us absorb nutrients out of the food that we eat, and that's been destroyed by all the chemicals. So there's let's see if it's on the shelf there. I think it's in my cupboard. I've got a gut enzyme called Sajiv Rasa, and it's available through this wonderful ashram community of volunteers based in India. You know, people say, oh, air miles. Well, yeah, whatever, you know, but if it saves your soul, maybe a few air miles is worth it. And most of the foods that we do buy local are shipped in with the ingredients anyway. So I wouldn't feel too guilty about that. I mean, come on, how many of you eat tomatoes in the middle of winter? Where do you think they grow? Covered in plastic in Spain. And then all that plastic ends up in the sea. So don't guilt trip me about one tub of something that lasts the best part of a year that I get from India. And I'm recommending to you to replace for your healthy gut bacteria. Anyway, sorry for ranting. I do get quite, you know, there's so many people out there anyway who all they want to do is criticize. Anyway, have a lovely day if you're one of them. Right, so how do we make quiche? Back to that. How we make quiche is obviously we roll out the pastry. I can show you how to make that. If you want the recipe, I can do a thing. This is like my first go at this, so you have to bear with me for waffling on. And so I've rolled out the pastry, and then what you do, you bung it in the oven with the foil, and then I've put the barley grains, because this is what the recipe says on the BBC Good Food Guide. Sorry, you know, I did steal it a bit, but I've kind of made it into my own as well. So I got the barley grains out of the cupboard. You know, here they are, they're ancient. Got them out. Just did a single layer on some upturned foil, so it's shiny side down and the dull layers up, and then you fill that on top of the pastry. So I can demo that. And then after 15 minutes, you take it out of the oven and then bake it for another 5, and then put all your filling in and sprinkle the cheese on top, and there's your quiche. And it turned out all right. It's turned out all right quite a few times. Anyway, that's lovely. So, and then back to the barley water. Well, so I've used the roasted barley and I've made it into, I did put some lemon in it yesterday, but I've run out of lemons. Just tastes of slightly sweet water. Why barley? Well, barley has an effective beneficial effect on your whole genitourinary system. It's so very soothing for the digestion. If you buy organic, of course it won't have any pesticides in. I haven't got time to ask and write to all these blooming companies, do you use farmers that use, is your supply chain from farmers that use glyphosate in their soil? I haven't got that far. I haven't had time. So I just keep taking my gut enzyme and I have found that my mood has drastically improved, my creativity levels and feeling of being able to sort of think clearly throughout the day has improved a lot, as well as like using this mushroom brew I've talked about this online. A local lady produces it and it's absolutely the bee's knees. I've been doing Vedic training online for a couple of years now, and this has just basically got everything in it, and she should be charging a bit more. I'm glad she isn't, because that means I and the likes of the working people on the street can afford it, you know, and she's not trying to rip people off or make a profit. She's actually doing her community an absolute favour. So thank you, Leaf Olsen. I think that's how I pronounce her name. I hope to talk to her in person, but I'm going to be recommending this to everyone because it is really helping. Doesn't give you that coffee crash, so it's good. I wouldn't take it too late at night because you'll be awake half the night. I think that's the mistake I've been making recently. Anyway, so that's quite nice. I've just boiled up the remaining grains and you can boil them up time and time again. Probably about half a dozen times, maybe 3 times. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. It's the first time I've tried it. It's a traditional remedy, you know, Robinson's barley water that's now full of cack. Just make your own at home. I just use like a layer of that much in the bottom of the pan. So that's gonna, like, you know, if you've got children or you're suffering from incontinence, it can be really curing for that. You know, drunk on a regular basis, obviously one time isn't going to help, but traditionally barley water, that's why it was drunk, why it was invented. Benefits of barley water, and I've had a really productive day today, I must say, more than usual. So I'm going to show you. So remember the mush I made yesterday? I'm probably out of persona now, but never mind. I can't do the Miss Witchy herbs, bugs and more persona all the time, so apologies for that. I might switch back into it in a minute, but I am slightly mad, and I find that having a slight eater alter ego, because I'm about to eat this, sometimes might help. So I'm just going to put this on there. Hang on. Can you see that? I don't know. Probably can't. I need to put the quiche away. There you go. Right. So there's the cake. Here's my lemon. Excuse the setup. There's my lemon that I tried to grate and failed yesterday. You watched that one. because it's gone all squidgy on my lemon mush cake. And I'm gonna squeeze that out. So first of all, you want to squeeze it all out. Do you like that sound? Some people like, you know, those sort of squidgy sounds. That squidgy sound. Yeah, squidgy lemon sounds. Do you like the sound of your squidgy lemons? I can hear that kid saying, "Shut your mush, miss." Anyway, there's my squidged lemons. I've forgotten to get my little pan out. I need to do the little, I need to get past the phone thing to get to my cupboards again. Hang on. Oh God, it's dark in here. It's dark in here. Wait a minute. Okay, here's my little pan. There's my lemon juice. Stick that in there. I'm slowly getting into Miss Herbie bugs and more mode here. And then get your erythritol. I couldn't say that yesterday. Erythritol. Shall I say it again? Erythritol. That sounds a bit witchy, doesn't it? And you get your erythritol. Could be some kind of word spell mantra, couldn't it? Erythritol. Get your erythritol. That one. Anyway, something. I'm not doing a good job on Miss Herbie bugs. I'm all saying. She's in hiding, I think. Oh God. There's a spoon. 1, 2. I'm gonna heat it up on the gas. Can't see it. I'll have to bend it down a bit. There you go. Getting these pans out the way. I need another sip of my, look, my skin's getting all dehydrated because I've not been drinking enough. Here we go. Herbie bugs them all. Yeah, and it could mean Miss Herbie bugs and more. I like herbs and I like bugs and I like love. And I love VW bugs and I love bugs. You know, the old little VW bugs. They were called the love bugs. So, and my first cat that I ever owned in my life, he was called Herbie. That was the name the previous owner gave him. And I said, and we asked him, why do you call him Herbie? And he said, well, because he likes sitting in the herbs. He likes sitting in the herb garden. I thought, oh, that's nice. Anyway, so I've stirred that a bit with my bad teaspoon. I know you're meant to use wooden spoons when we cook, aren't we? So that's all nicely dissolved in that. Just a few seconds, see? Oh, I'm really sorry if this is boring anyone. But, right, I've got to get my little stick out. Yeah, my little stick. Hang on. La 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 la. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, what do we do with the little one stick? We're gonna make some holes in the lovely cake. God, it's gone a bit rock hard today.